Gael, thank you for joining me today for a quick conversation about ale and your experience of it. So, first of all, do you know how many ales you've been to?
I attended my first ale in Paris. So I think it was 2016, something like that.
I think so too.
So it will be Munich will be my ninth edition of ale.
So, you haven't missed any.
Not since Paris, no.
Oh, wow.
Since
Cool. I
Paris.
actually didn't know.
My wife also attended eighth, eighth ale, and now my daughter it will be her third or maybe fourth edition too. So it's
Awesome.
yeah, it's a family, not business, but it's a family matter at least.
Yeah, it's a family matter. That's awesome. Maybe we'll start with that. I guess, that's something very special about ale. At least I've never experienced it other places that
Mhm.
people actually bring their family and it's part of the conference or the event. But I'm wondering what's special about ale for you.
What's make it special? I mean, yeah, the family part is clearly one of that. That's for sure. I mean, we've been able to come at, in couple and less, and after that with the whole family. We're just three, but still the whole family. And it's just so cool to be able to know that my family is around at some point. I don't know where they are. They're doing something, and be able to, of course, to be with them after the event. And I also have some memories and some very happy memories during sessions with my wife or with my kid. I remember one in Toulouse when we were just lying on the floor with my daughter and listening to, oh, I forgot his name, but listening. So someone which was very interesting, and at the same time playing with my daughter. That was just awesome. I mean, it's the only place when I've been able to experience that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Is there anything else that makes you keep coming back?
I think there is, yeah, many things actually. If I just rewind a little bit, when the very first time in Paris, it was my first edition. I had no idea what I was going to discover or to experience at this point. I just heard about the event somewhere, and at the time I was a project manager, something like that, and a ninja Scrum Master. I was working on not being discovered as a Scrum Master at this time, and I was looking basically for a community. I was looking for some other people interested in different ways of making software or different ways of collaborating, and yeah, I found that clearly with AI. So the first time I was blown away by the amount of people, or the amount of knowledge there, and also probably the amount of things I didn't know. So that was at first, and now it has become a ritual for the family to come back every year. We know we're going to meet some old friends now. We know we're going to probably make new ones, and it feels like yeah, almost like a homecoming in some ways.
I can relate to that. So, what would you say compared to other conferences? What's different about ale?
Um, I guess the open space is one of the differences. Maybe it's not as new as it was 8 years ago, but still. And the format is, I mean, is awesome because you have to. I mean, you have to in some ways be responsible for what you're going to do during those 3 days. Uh, at first, for me, it was intimidating actually. I mean, what am I going to do with those 3 days? I mean, it's a lot, and I have no idea what's going to happen. Okay, let's try. But once you taste that, I mean, it just, yeah, I mean, so many possibilities that things that can happen. Now, I mean, if I'm just thinking about Budapest last year, I think I mostly enjoy taking coffees with people and chatting and hanging around, maybe even more than the actual sessions, to be honest. But it's depends on on my mood, my energy, on what's going on for me at the time. But I can decide how I want to show up or I want to contribute or not, and yeah, and that's awesome.
Hmm. Um, So, what would you say is your favorite part of ale?
I think it might be just the thing I just mentioned, actually, being, yeah, really being an actor and deciding what I want to do with this time. That's probably the main, yeah, the main thing. And once again, the family part, being able to be there with my family and enjoying some quality time with them during and around the event is very special to me.
Yeah. When you say around the event, what is around the event?
It could be just walking to the event. It could be spending some time in the dinner with strangers, which is, I don't know if it's my favorite part, but it's very, in, let's say, in the top three of my favorite part in ale. Being able to, yeah, just have a nice evening with some old friends and new friends in a restaurant, and just, yeah, hang there is pretty cool. So that could be that too. Or just when I mentioned earlier, decide to take 1 hour during the day to go for a walk, grab a coffee, just talk about anything, and have a little break at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Hmm. All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gail, for sharing your
Mhm.
experience about ale. Hopefully, it's useful to others. And well, I can definitely say your face is one of the ones I look forward to seeing every year I come. And likewise, that you bring your family. I think it's great. It's adding to the whole atmosphere. I often do so as well. It's very similar for us that it's just one thing in the calendar that is a given. That is what we're doing, and then usually plan some travel around that as well.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true.
All right, then.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for sharing.
thank you for having me.